Yeah. It's here already. You know what I mean? You know, I like it though. But you know what I really like though? It's when we start the show.
It's time for the hottest podcast in the nation. The Convo and Coffee podcast, hosted by best-selling author and entrepreneur Derrick D Reed. Get ready for insight, laughs, and conversation. It's about to be lit. Powered by Icon Rock Entertainment. Let's get it. It's that #1 worldwide podcast. Worldwide. It's going down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's up.
Shout out to my man behind the cam, half amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Fontaine's in the building. Push that subscribe button and let everybody know that you are watching the #1 barbershop podcast, Cutsconvo and Coffee.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history.
Yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get into it. It's the boy Top Shelf D Reed, man. We are live in the studio, Cutsconvo and Coffee. Welcome to the show, man. What's going on, y'all? If you're just tuning in to Cutsconvo and Coffee, you already know what to do. Press that subscribe button. Let everybody know you're watching the #1 barbershop podcast in the nation right now, Cutsconvo and Coffee. And if you're watching me on any social media program, it's the boy Top Shelf. Make sure you push that share button. That's right. Push that share button. Let everybody know you're watching your boy. And you're watching on Instagram and all that. Push that little kite and all that. You know, everybody got different share buttons and all that. Anyway, the main point is make sure you let people know that you're watching the #1 podcast, Cutsconvo and Coffee. Half amazing. Man, listen, I'm feeling good. You know why I feel good? Because we got guests here. But you know what? I can't do the show without my man behind the cam. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce him right. Half amazing. Mr. Tim Fontaine is in the building, man.
What's up, dude?
Doing wonderful. How you doing, bro?
Good talk show.
Man, I'm hanging in there, man. I can't complain, man. You know, it got bad as the weather. It was hot as it was hot as hell.
Oh God.
Yo, I'm talking about it was hot up here, wasn't it?
How hot was it?
I saw the devil at Rita's getting water ice, and he was like, "Yo, you want Swedish fish?" I'm like, I don't know if I was mad that he asked me did I want a water ice or he knew my name.
He said, "My boy."
My boy. Oh, my boy. Anyway, though, listen, man. Welcome to the show, man. We got a great show before y'all. Cam already told y'all. He already said, I already know why you hype. He said on the last show because when we got guests in the building, it's a good show. You hear me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Listen, man. A lot of people, man. Everywhere I go, man. I went to a festival recently. I won't say the name right now, but I went to a festival recently, and a lot of people was like, "Yo, man, I'm really enjoying the show, man. I was trying to get my little fish sandwiches, little chicken, and all that." They're like, "Yo, top show." Like the show, man.
Hey, man.
So, how you feel?
Hey, man, I'm good. I'm feeling good about the show. Getting a lot of positive reviews, but guess what?
What, man?
You got some heavy hitters today.
I got some heavy hitters in the show, man. I can't wait to introduce them, man. We're going to get through all the preliminary stuff for the show. Those who are not new to the show, you already know we got some preliminary stuff that we want to handle and stuff like that. And, man, I am feeling so good. Look, I'm not going to get in trouble, Haircan. Listen, Haircan, half amazing. I appreciate you. Fontaine. Look, I love that. I love that.
Top show.
Hey, man. Anyway, but listen, man, you're right, though. A lot of people have been saying a lot of great things about the show, man. I'm feeling good, man. And especially when we got guests on here. The show that we just finished, you got to check it out. It's on YouTube right now, the last show with my boy, Chink the Barber.
Previously on Cutsconvo.
If you get a chance to cut a celebrity,
Listen up.
do not ask for a picture the first time you cutting them. You a groupie. You a fan. No.
Shout out to Chink.
Man, he give away so much, it's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, he done great, man. He had good content. He was dropping gems. So Chink looks at North Philly, man, and he's from North Philly. You hear me?
All the way down.
Oh my, listen.
North
And,
Philly.
you know, I admire that because let me tell you something. Because you know, again, we talked about the media, and I was like, you know, North Philly get a bad rap because of all the stuff that's in the news about violence and all that stuff. So I asked him, but he kept it 100. He kept it 1,000. Wow. He's like, no, it's true. He was like, no, it's true. It's bad up there. It's too much shooting going on. It's a lot of young boys that's doing a lot of stuff. And while we was talking on the interview, he gets these notifications on his phone. If you watch this last show, make sure to check it out.
Actually, you might as well just show him real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean. Hey, can go ahead, Sean, real quick.
Is it really authentic of what we're seeing in the media, or are they hyping stuff up, or is it?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That we were talking about it, because if I was just looking And you see it right here, breaking news. At least 5 people shot in North Philadelphia. It's 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago.
So
wow.
The question you just asked me, I was able to answer right then and there.
Right then and there.
15 minutes ago, 5 people got shot in North Philly.
Wow.
Hopefully they survive and hopefully they doing fine, but it's real. It's just the generation is different.
During the time I'm asking him about the violence in Philly, because I wanted to hear the silver lining. I wanted to hear that, the media is got us looking bad and all that. No. He said no, they shooting. Yeah. They shoot for real. When we were young, we used to take karate. Nigga, they shooting now. Yeah. Remember, everybody wanted to do karate. You go watch a karate movie, and you come outside. You got we couldn't afford the gi. They had gi. Man, I had like a robe. I had a robe, and I was tied up because the robe still do the same thing as the gi do. It crosses, and I just put the belt on. But
I used to make a ninja suit out of long johns.
Did you?
I had a 3-dimensional staff.
Did you come outside like that?
At the Black Belt Theater, yeah, I did.
Did you? I'm telling you, but now it's like if a brother say, "Yeah, man, I'm going to take these karate courses," you be like, "They shooting now." But anyway, that's not good, man. That's kind of bad, right?
It is.
Anyway, man. But thanks for Chink to coming on and sharing that. But he did have some silver lining. So I feel the same way he do, and he probably feel more passionate because he's from there. He loves Philly. You know what I mean? And guess what? We all love Philly.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest. I'm passionate about that because Philly got that culture still. It's still the city of brotherly love. You know what I mean? We just need to get the brotherly thugs out. You know what I mean? The brother thugs. You know what I mean? But anyway, we like the cheesesteak. We like South Street. We like the games, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Philadelphia Sixers, and all the other stuff that comes along with Philly and its culture, man. Haircuts. And, hey, case in point. Chink the barber, man. Anyway, thanks for coming on the show, man. Have Cam, listen, man. So last week we also started a campaign. For those that have been watching me on social media and all these shows and stuff that I've been on, interviews and stuff, I've been talking about something called changethemonth.com. There it is right there. changethemonth.com. And I think when people see stuff like that, especially us, when you going against the grain and you're ruffling people's feathers, people tend to look at you like, who you think you are? Or is he serious? I might even think you're even joking. No, I'm so serious. You know what I mean? And changethemonth.com is a petition that I put together because I want you guys to really take a look at us celebrating Black History Month in February. And why we celebrate in February. If you're going to changethemonth.com, you're going to see the history of why we call it Black History Month. Why is it in February? And every time February roll around, guess what y'all say? It's too cold. It ain't nothing to do in February. You can't have a parade in February. Sure. And it depends on where you at too, but it's still cold. I don't care. You can go to Vegas in February. It's still a little bit cooler. It ain't like going to Vegas in May. It's still cool. Yes, you know what I mean? And then there's a lot of stuff that goes on in February. You got Valentine's Day. You got the Oscars. You got Super Bowl. And a lot of stuff get overshadowed. And it's the shortest month of the year.
And they give that to us.
And they gave it to us. But every year, y'all, we complain. Every year we say something. Every year we do stuff, and then after a while we just don't talk about it and it gets overlooked. And I think our history is too genuine. I think our history is too authentic. I think our history is too important. I don't even think it's just Black history. It's actually American history because you can't have American history without having Black history because we damn near built this mother. You know what I mean? Let's keep it 100. You know what I mean? On our backs for free. So we can go deep if you want to, but this is the barbershop. So I'm gonna tell y'all how it should go and how things are really how they are. You know what I mean? Yeah. It is what it is until it ain't. You know what I mean? Y'all can keep saying that Black History Month is February and it is what it is. No, it is what it is until it ain't. And that's why we're changing. So go to changethemonth.com. changethemonth.com. Sign a petition. Let everybody know. Listen, there's some things going on in June that are connected to us.
And speaking of June,
yes.
Health awareness.
Yeah, it's men's health awareness.
Come on.
It's in June. And guess what? I said it last time on the show, Cam, I was like, listen, men need to go to doctors. You know what I mean? Black men don't go to doctors. But guess what? Men's health awareness is in June. Guess what else in June? Black Music Month is in June. Guess what else in June? Juneteenth is in June. Hell, Chocolate Ice Cream Month is in June. And y'all still accepting February and looking at me like I'm the crazy one? You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to even. You know what? Just go to changethemonth.com. Do what you got to do. Sign a petition. Join the fight. And let our voice be heard. The boy Top Shelf D Reed.
Good stuff.
So if it's your first time tuning in to Convo and Coffee, it's only right that I explain to you why we call it Convo and Coffee. A lot of people want to know. Inquirer mind wants to know, Half Cam. Is that all right if I tell them that?
we should do it.
Then let's go. It's the boy Top Shelf D Reed. And if some of you may not know, but I am a professional, let me get that right, professional barber and instructor. I retired last year. I left my clippers at the shop and I brought the conversations with me. What conversations? The conversations that I have with many walks of life, from everyday people up to celebrities. And I said, these conversations are too wholesome just to leave in the barbershop. So I left my clippers, I brought the conversations out. Cuts, Convo. And why we call it coffee, Ray Charles, most people say they are woke, but they are blind. And you know what? Cuts, Convo, and Coffee means that we are woke and not blind. Ain't that right, Ray? Yes. So Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. Welcome to the barbershop, ladies and gentlemen. Bam!
Good stuff.
Bam! That's why we call it Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. That's right. Hair cam. I left them clippers at the shop. They still want me to come back and get them, but no.
I can't even get a shape up.
Listen, I think, you know what, hair cam, I'm going to have to bring my clippers in here, man. Because I hear the little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to do something.
Last time you brought your clippers in, you literally gave them to me.
Yeah. He said, I need a little shit. I said, yeah, here you go. Use them to do it.
Basically.
I'm so serious about my retirement. You know what I mean? I'm so serious. You know what I mean? You know a hair cam, right?
Hey, you look happier.
I am. I'm free. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you why I'm just free, but I do feel a sense of freedom though. It got to certain situations where I felt like, well, I need something to do. You know what I mean? So,
Well, look at you now.
Hey, look at me now. Convo and Coffee. Again, welcome to the show. So listen, y'all, let's get this party started. It is now 7. I can't even tell them time. It's 44 after the hour. Let me just say that. So we got a special edition show today with some special people. Again, like I said, we have Cuts, Convo, and Coffee show. We actually do this live show every week, man. And I said, you know what? One of these weeks we're gonna have to touch on men's health. June is Men's Health Awareness Month. I got 2 gentlemen in here that I really admire. One I actually just met not too long ago. That's really, just really wowed me from hearing him on another podcast. But first and foremost, let me introduce my man first. Matter of fact, let's just do both of them. Number one, we got my boy, the Director of Prevention Services at AIDS Awareness. Am I right?
AIDS Delaware.
AIDS Delaware. Yeah,
Yes,
AIDS
sir.
Delaware. Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Hawkins in the building. What's up, Frank?
What's happening, D Reed?
Oh my God.
Great to be on the show, brother.
You know what? It's so special to have you here because we have an authentic, cool, tight relationship. We always been that way.
Yeah.
And I admire what you've done over the years. I admire, this is what you're about as a person. I was cutting your hair for several years.
Yes, she was.
I was your barber.
Right?
We used to turn up on Thursday.
Turn up.
Listen, Frank and I are old school music lovers, and I'm sure that a lot of you like old school music, but not like we do.
Right.
So he used to get his haircut at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And we are turned up
Every other week.
Every other week. And I couldn't wait till you got there because I knew I had to have my music ready.
Queued up, baby.
Queued up.
Let's go.
Queued up. Let's go. And we playing the old school stuff. And I'm telling you, I learned a lot of old school music. And he had brought back to my memory that, I'm a little younger, but he said, I'm going to teach you something, young man. And you taught me a lot of stuff, man. And you taught me a lot of stuff about life, too, about character and just being a great person, good person, such as yourself. So I appreciate you, bro. But thank you for coming on this show, man. We're going to get you real quick, but I got one more person I got to introduce real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the author of Half a Hill of a Time. And I've seen this brother on a podcast, and I said, Half Cam, we got to get him on. And it's more fitting because it is June, again, Men's Health Awareness Month. And I didn't get a chance to get in the book yet, but this brother have enlightened me on health and gave me a new perspective on food, quality of food, the scientists of food, the scientific part of food and biology. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Bankston. How you
going on, Top Shelf?
How you doing, man?
I'm in the house,
man,
baby.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming to the show, man.
I appreciate you.
Listen, man, I got both of y'all on here, man, and I wanted to bring y'all on because y'all both deal with health and stuff like that. So we're gonna, keep ping-ponging back together and all that stuff, man.
Hey.
And but yeah, man, I thank you for coming on the show, man. We're gonna get this thing popping, man. I appreciate you.
It's popping already.
And that's what's up. So Frank, man, tell us why you here today, man, because you got some stuff going on, man. Let's talk about that real quick.
Hey, man, listen, again, thank you for having me on.
Yes, sir.
Right? I think, anytime I get an opportunity to spread a message to people,
yes,
it is really an honor, right? So I want to thank you for having
Absolutely.
me on this show.
Absolutely.
Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. Look at this.
Boy, you came up in the studio.
Wow.
Like, hold up, man. I think this is the real
Wow.
deal. Frank,
listen, hey, man. But, I think, and hopefully some of the viewers know.
Yes.
For 25 years, I've been at AIDS Delaware promoting the same message to our people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it's not, one of the things that you said, you can be part of the problem,
Yes.
or you could be part of the solution.
Yes.
Right? And the being a part of the solution is really about continuing to spread the message. Right? It doesn't matter how much and how often I have to do it. Anytime I get an outlet,
Yes.
I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to spread the message, right? That people don't have to get infected with HIV.
Oh man, I appreciate that.
Right?
Yes, that's awesome.
You know, and the reason why is because we've come so far since 1981, wherein now people have the opportunity, you know, to hear messages and receive valuable, you know,
More than ever
services.
before. Yes.
Right? So not only are condoms available, but they promote medication now that people can take that can stop the spread of the virus. But it's a choice.
Yes.
Right? So people have a choice that they make. And let alone the fact that, you know, HIV is still having a disproportionate ravaging effect in the Black community.
I'm glad you said that, Frank. And I'm glad. I think so. My question is, with COVID and all the stuff that's going on in life and a lot of stuff that we're dealing with, do you feel that they kind of like forgot? You know what I mean? Because I feel a sense of y'all forgot about that HIV and AIDS is still serious or still out here.
Listen, me
and
Fontaine was talking about it, right?
Okay.
So if you don't hear it,
right,
it's quiet.
Right,
it's gone.
Out of mind, out of sight. All that,
listen,
right.
And so that's why, you know, my role, you know, is always to continue to spread the message, utilizing barbershops, beauty salons, who have been really, really supportive of what we do, you know, and spreading the message about HIV, because we have to continue to do it. And like, as we're going to continue to dive into this discussion, like health, if you look at any health issue, the ethnicity that is being impacted the most is us.
It's us.
High blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, whatever you want. I mean, it's us. And so the question becomes: I was watching something where, you know, it was a YouTube where the gentleman was talking about they're trying to kill us and all this other kind of stuff, you know. But when you look at some of the spaces where we live in our communities, we have a lot of food deserts, and places like the Chinese restaurant becomes our everyday outlet for meals. So it's a lot, you know, it's a lot. But again, my message is, you know, and I'm here for the duration.
Good,
right,
thank you
is
so
that
much.
like we really have to, like people, like, you know, you have to, right? Give me a call. Just give me a call, right? 302 652 6776. Because I need people, if you want to help me to advocate, to bring awareness, I'm looking for people that really want to help spread the word so that we could put an end to this. See, if you put an end to it, I'll be out of job. So
you willing to take that risk?
I'm willing to take that risk.
That's serious.
You know why?
You're serious.
I'm gonna tell you why though.
Tell me why.
You know why? Because listen, when you have a calling is something that you've been called to do, right? And when you've done it and it's over, right? Listen, something else greater opens up.
Yes.
You know what? And you hear this word.
I like that you said that, boy.
Listen, you hear this.
Go ahead.
Job well done.
Yes.
You understand?
Your job is done.
My job is done.
Yes.
So like, yo, that's my goal. Like really to just, you know, like if they say, yo, everything is great, it's over, Frank Hawkins, job well done.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff, man.
I'm gonna come on Convo and Coffee and talk about the
invite
job
you.
well done.
You don't worry about that. I'm gonna invite you back already. I'm gonna say, listen, man, he done did it, and we're gonna celebrate that.
Yes.
And I understand exactly what you mean. You're passionate about that, but you know that for people to you know, get past this, that we're gonna need help. Number one, we need awareness. You know what I mean? So people can, you know, help out with this cause because we can rectify it. You know what I mean? So I think that's great that you're willing to say, no, I know I'm be out of a job if we go ahead and get the cure or whatever to this. You know what I mean? So that means you are for real about what you're talking about. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
And I like also the fact that you said that, you know, it's us being impacted. You know what I mean? And I don't want to kind of like switch gears gears real quick. You know how they say there's no such thing as black on black crime because it's actually white on white crime and all the races actually kill each other. What they are is true. There's another side to this. I think it's around 85% of white people kill white people, and then ours is like 92% of black people kill black people, right? Which is true. But the difference is this: we can't afford to because we're only 13% of the population.
Okay.
So AIDS affecting all races. We get it. But we're only 13% of the population. That's where the difference come in, where we can't afford to let this thing plague our race. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what they always talk about that as if to downplay violence or even disease. It's like, oh, black on black really don't exist, and it's white on white and Chinese on Chinese. I get that. But it's 100 million of them. We're 13%, so it makes a difference there. So people don't talk about that part.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, Frank, I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you're here for the duration of the show. Listen, if you're just tuning in to Convo and Coffee, make sure you go ahead and push subscribe. Let everybody know you're watching the show. We're gonna get more to the show and then the subscribe. We're gonna still have our segments. We got Out of Pocket. We still got the Hots. We're gonna have these gentlemen join in on that too. They don't even know it, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull them on in. But with my guy on to the left of me right here, man, Jason. My guy, Jason Bankston, man. I appreciate you, man. So tell us about yourself, Frank, Jason, and where you're from and all that stuff, man, and how you got into the health kick, this thing right here.
Well, first I gotta just say, I really appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
This is far beyond the fact that you could take and reinvent yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In such a positive light.
Thank you.
For folks like myself to even be able to come on.
Oh, a
and
pleasure.
then sit next to a giant like Frank.
Yeah.
I'm like, I might be shaking in my boots over here. I'm a
thank you,
clinician, but not 25 years.
He comes straight
only
out the
10
gate.
years. Yeah,
He comes straight out the gate.
But I appreciate your passion and the love you have.
Thank you.
First and foremost for our people and your skill and what you're doing and being called by the Most High.
Yes.
Following that, you know what I mean? If men need to sit around other men that's doing that. That's
yes.
following
Good stuff,
the
bro.
truth of the Most High. That's bringing forth a light
Yes.
in this dark place. you
Yes.
know? So, but yeah, man, I'm hailing from Brooklyn, New York as a paramedic about over 10 years. Ran 911 back home in North South Bronx and Manhattan, a little bit of Brooklyn. Created a company called Good Round C, like a health and wellness company based on the things I saw, out in the streets, again, with our people. So, I saw the conditions. I saw, the senseless things that could be prevented, right? The heart, the CHF, the stroke, the diabetes, right? The illicit drug use behavior, the mental illness, right? We don't talk about these things. And so I kind of stumbled upon, I went back to, after being a medic, went back to become a health coach or whatever. And so I stumbled upon being a health coach that most of the conditions were not only preventable, but that most people were immunocompromised through nutrient deficiency.
And what that means is it's like it's immunocompromised. So
Yes.
certain things they're not getting, you saying.
So facts, right? What is it? Senate document 264.
Senate document 264. Let boy spit down numbers.
74th Congress in 1963 said that 99% of all Americans were nutrient deficient, and that lack of those minerals, key minerals, was the number one cause of all chronic disease.
Wow.
This is 1923, I think. 63.
That's a long time
1963,
ago.
right?
It's a long time ago.
So
yeah.
as I looked at it, I said, well, how can being nutrient deficient cause chronic disease? That let me know there was a direct correlation between the nutrients that we ingest in our body
Yes.
and your immune system. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yes.
Because why do you have disease? And I went on this arduous, search, and like you said, with the Most High, I mean, I wasn't looking to be a health guy. I wasn't even looking to be a medic.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was looking to chase women and ride Ferrari and be a super
Well, all
producer
right.
rap star.
Well, all right. Okay.
Yo, I mean,
But Guy had another plan. Won't he
Yeah.
do it?
You know what I'm saying?
He do it.
So he changed me around through being homeless, actually.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So I had to get home. Oh man, so do you
on,
want to
man.
really talk?
Listen, man, this
Top
comes
chef, you want to really
let's
talk?
go.
We gonna rock.
You gotta
This is
let me know what
barbershop.
you wanna
Hey,
do.
Frank feel like we in the
Let's
shop
go.
now. He really
Let's
good.
go.
You gotta let me know what you want.
Rock
to do.
out. I got
Okay.
you. You good.
Am I on Donnie you?
No, you good.
What
No,
we
do
on?
your
What we
shit.
on?
Let me help you out. Let me help you out a little
I'm
bit.
dating myself, right? Donnie you.
Do your shit. Let me help you out. Do your shit.
Yeah, you're not
I want you
spilling
to
no
snap.
tea. Tell me we're not spilling tea.
We're not spilling
Not
tea.
spilling
This is
tea.
hot coffee.
Hot coffee.
This Just a little disclaimer right here, Rahab Cam. Listen, most people are watching shows, they want the tea. You know what I mean? We get it. You want the tea, which is synonymous with gossip. This is Convo and Coffee. We deal with the hot coffee that's going to wake your ass up. So let me just put that out real quick. Go ahead, bro.
Say dark roast.
That's right. Dark roast.
But yeah, man. So, you know, I had to get right through homelessness. You know, I had to get myself, most I had to get me right through homelessness. And living on the street, seeing people, seeing the conditions, dealing with New York City, the EBT and not eating cooked food and sleeping on my sister's kitchen floor for 6 months. Hey, it got me together. Right. And said, you know, I need to do something more worthwhile in my life. Right. You know, besides, ain't no wrong. Hey, shout out to everybody doing the music. Hey, shout out to you. If you're riding Ferrari, shout out. You know?
Right.
There's no hate nowhere.
Right.
You know, man. But at the end of the day, when you're called to a higher calling for you, it's a higher calling for me.
Yes.
And so, hey, I had to answer that call.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, became a medic, became a health coach, but didn't realize I turned out to be actually an educator, holistic educator and a speaker with a message, right?
Yes.
To our people, the number one in heart disease, stroke, cancer, lung disease, mental illness. How you number one? Like you say, 13%. You know, in this country.
How we number one? We're 13% of the population.
You know what I'm saying?
In the country, right.
Which I think they lying about that anyway.
Could be more.
To be perfectly honest.
Okay. They lying about everything.
They definitely lying
so
about that.
So we do know that. The older you get, you realize that we lied to a lot.
Why you need the black vote so bad?
Yeah.
It's only 13%.
You want
to stop playing games with me right now.
Right.
You're using real math or that synthetic stuff.
All right, come on.
You're
right.
So at the end of the day, to our people, I want to help them understand that your immune system is a part of everything that you are doing. It grows you up from your mother, innate immunity, cell-mediated immunity, right? And then you have that immune system when you're born, and then the things actually that you happen to you, right, in the atmosphere, it adapts. So that's your adaptive immunity.
Explain that. I know exactly where you're going. I kind of got a sense that you said it's something that happened to you in your past, and maybe like as a child, that you kind of associate with.
Yes.
In something that you're taking in your body. Am I right? Is that what you mean?
Oh, yeah. So, you know, they use an inversion of vaccines. You know, I'm not going to go there because I don't want to blow your channel up.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, they say, get you a vaccine so you can expose yourself to like a little bit of a virus or a thing so you can get adaptive immunity. Correct. Actually, Roman emperors and kings used to do this back in their history. They would poison themselves a little bit, you know, and to help them be immune to the poisoning because they always trying to get assassinated. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So this is kind of where they got that from. You'll find that the Roman Empire is still ruling right now, to tell you the truth.
Snap.
That's why Roman architecture is in every great city in this country. So anyway,
you're right.
No, sidebar. But nevertheless, it's not just that. It's what you were basically exposed to on many levels, right? Internally and externally, right? Internally and externally.
Right.
So as you internally exposed to mumps and measles and rubella, as you the polio disease, all these type of things, your body automatically, naturally produces antibiotics to fight it off.
Correct.
By itself. All that is done through nutrition. Nutrition is what helps you do that. So without nutrition, you won't create healthy B cells and T cells and interferon and the different things that make your cells grow. Right. You won't fuel the mitochondria, which is one of the number one cells, organelles in your body. Right. But you can only get from your mother, actually. The mitochondria DNA. I could just do a whole series on the mitochondria DNA out here.
Oh my gosh. Listen, so and it's funny that you said that about, you know, nutrients and minerals and stuff like that. Like, and I know Frank is a heavy water. We all heavy water drinkers. We drink a lot of water because that's what we hear. But you know, water basically just hydrates you without the minerals and all this stuff. So am I right about it? Because now I eat more watermelon. You know what I mean? Yeah. So watermelon got the best water, number one. Yeah. And I found out, and you getting the minerals too.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? And I noticed that I used to do like when I started working out, I said I'm gonna do a gallon of water a day. Now I'm going to the bathroom like all day. You know what I mean? So we do a gallon. It was good, but I noticed a difference in my body when I start eating more watermelon opposed to just drinking a whole gallon of water. Is that am I correct on? Is it?
Oh, that's pure facts, and your body tells you.
And my body's telling me.
You don't need to go to the white coat and say, "Well, hey, how you think I'm doing?" You tell yourself. The body's like, "Hey, you're doing great." You know, at the end of the day, and it's all about the quality of water anyway. This water is sitting on the shelf for how many days in a plastic bottle? Wow. They're like, "Oh, it's BPA free," but it's not polymorphin free. It's not all the other polys and plastics free.
Wow.
It's not that free.
Right.
It's not. And what it is actually free is the right nutrients that you need for your body.
I know. Right. Exactly.
Go to spring water. Where is the spring at? Did you go to the spring?
No.
Did you see it there?
Absolutely not.
If you go to the spring, Look at the animals there. Do you see deer at the spring? Is it fish in the spring? Does the bear come and lap at the spring?
Right.
Or is it behind a gate?
Right.
With tanks
Right.
and trucks and pollution and things going on at the spring?
Yeah,
It's a big production. Because guess how big the water business is in America right now?
I think it's like the biggest.
Well, $13 billion industry.
Wow.
Water.
And they selling water to us. We buy water. You know.
How you going 70% of the earth's water, they got you buying water.
And you know what? And I want to bring Frank in on this because Frank, and before we're going to get to a segment, y'all don't worry, we're going to get to a segment. But Frank, I'm going to bring you in because I remember one time you did a whole health switch. Mm-hmm. Like you say, you know what? I'm going to start eating better. And you look wonderful, bro.
Thank you.
I don't want to tell your age, but I do know you look about 34 up in here.
Oh,
just like you know.
You look clap for that.
I'm clapping for that. Brother, you're looking like about, you hear me?
Clap for that.
You know what I mean? You look good, man. Yo, so what are you doing? Go ahead.
Jason, awesome, right? Okay. But listen, here's the key thing. Self-awareness.
Yes.
When you're self-aware, you make the necessary adjustments and changes to do better than what you was doing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was overweight.
Wow.
Right? Overweight, gout, you know.
Wow.
So I'm like, yo, listen, I didn't wear shoes.
What you mean? You didn't wear shoes?
At all.
You want to wear barefoot?
No, I walked around with clogs on.
Oh, I agree. It's like you really hood.
Right?
You walk around
you know why?
Hood,
because I never knew when I was going to have a gout attack.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? So all that he's saying about, you know,
listen,
your immune system, your good gut health.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're going to talk about that too.
Good gut health
yes.
will preserve you.
Yes.
Right? What I'm taking in,
yes.
right? Because our immune system, and I don't want to repeat everything. Our immune system is the system that controls it. It's the base.
Yes. The base.
So if I'm taking care of my gut and my intake is going to show on the outside. My skin is going to look better.
It looks better.
Right? There'll be a glow.
You got to glow.
Right? When you start drinking water,
y'all glowing.
right? Yeah, look at his skin. Look, right?
Right.
Look at your skin.
I'm glowing.
Right? Look, so by living a better quality of life, listen, by living a better quality of life, I'm not only just the physical part,
right, but
the spiritual,
yes,
and the mental part that could play a big part, and the emotional part. We begin to preserve ourselves. We begin to live live and act in a better way that's conducive to good health.
Yes.
Right? Now, do I go get a checkup, prostates, this, that? I do.
Yes.
Right? I do.
Right. You need to.
Because I'm not afraid.
That's right. And we're going to talk about that too. Because
I'm not afraid. Because I want to know what's going on with me.
Right.
I feel great.
Yes.
Right?
You look great.
But I need to know what's going on. And because I'm not a medicine guy.
Right. I'm
not a medicine dude. When they told me I had gout, they was talking about take this medication, and I asked somebody about it. They was like, "Oh, that messes with your kidneys."
Ooh.
I said, "Scratch that."
Right. We're gonna fix it some other type. We're gonna
find something else that will. So cherries, berries, pycnogenals, right? Grape seed,
right?
All that kind of stuff, like that you can get from healthier places,
right?
Is what's beneficial.
Man, listen, y'all. You're just tuned in to Convo and Coffee. Y'all see we already started on this health thing. I told you it's men's health awareness, but we're going to extend that to women's health awareness too. We don't want to just talk to the men. We'll talk to the women too. You know what I mean? Because we all one family and we need to be healthy. But as y'all know, y'all are watching Convo and Coffee. We got a couple segments. So I'm going to take a quick little break real quick and we're going to jump into, hey, Ken, is that okay that I can jump into one of my segments? Is that all right?
Hey, man, y'all talking heavy.
Hey, we are talking heavy about this health. And I'm going to be honest, man, I'm going to let them loose. I got to let them loose.
Hey, don't hold them back.
We're going to hold them back. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the hots, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you just tuned in for Cutsconvocoffee and Coffee. Listen, man. Y'all know, if y'all been watching me and doing the hots is where we talk about all the stuff that goes on in the news and stuff that we kind of bust it up and find out, what's going on and stuff that you heard about, stuff that I heard about. But I cannot do the hots without having my favorite glasses on. These are by Blender. That's right. Blender Eyewear. Don't blend in. Blend out. It is so fitting coming from a retired barber. Don't blend in, blend out. Shout out to Blender. It's my favorite pair of glasses I do the hot spit. And Jason, I got you. You like it? You like it? Oh, that's my favorite ones right there. See, I let my guests have my favorite ones. So you know what I mean. Anyway, so one thing on the first up on the hot, let's address this. I don't know if y'all into hip hop and rap and music and seeing all the beef stuff going on, but Kendrick Lamar did have a pop-up concert. Y'all know about that pop-up concert? In LA, I believe it's in LA. And again, this is ongoing beef and war with rap. Back in the day, Frank, didn't they used to do that back in the day, have rap battles and all that stuff? That's the culture.
But they did it on the mic.
But they did it on the mic.
Let's do it on the mic. All right, you nice?
Oh.
All right, you talking crazy?
Oh,
you talking crazy? Yo,
you
bring the mic. Let's go.
Drop
the beat, DJ. Come on. And listen, and it's going down.
Go, Frank. Go, Frank. I thought you were great kick. I thought anyway, but yeah, man, that's what they used to do back in the day, man.
Yeah.
They used to do it on the mic, man. I never really thought about that. Heck, did you think about that?
Hey man, I have breakdancing battles all the time.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, now they do it in the studio. You get to write it down. You get to really think about it. You get to, you know what I mean, hear what other people saying.
What they used to call it? The cipher.
The cipher. Yeah.
It's called the cipher. So we're gonna meet in a circle and we're gonna do this cipher, and everybody gonna be around, and the audience, the crowd is gonna tell you who won the cipher.
Yes,
right?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
but
like, yo, it's just
now they doing this battle rap.
Yeah.
Did you know that Drake and Kendrick Lamar? You hear? I know you heard it. About. I mean, I understand for the culture. I'm with the. You know, I get it. But I think it's to the point where I think we all being duped. I think we're all being fooled. I think that rap music has reached a level of it need to come back. You know what I mean? And be more where it's supposed to be, like educational. You know, rap used to build us up. You know what I mean? And all that stuff, and teach us lessons in the community, and tell you how to, be a father to your child. Remember that song? I don't tell my age, right? Or even the old song, don't drop out of high school. They used to say stuff like that. But now it's like we got they found out that, okay, rap is not doing as good as it used to. Let's go ahead and conjure up this little beef. You know what I mean? And I think we all falling for it. That's what I think.
And you know what I think too, D Reed? I think that Kendrick really exposed the authenticity of what you're talking about, since it's so commercial.
Yeah.
He exposed Drake in that sense.
I get that, but ain't it like entertainment though at the same time?
I think it was personal.
I get that. But I'm saying, but whatever rap is Drake's doing, and not defending Drake, but he's just entertaining. He's just making music so y'all can party to. I didn't know it was that part. It was,
And I think that's the problem.
Okay, then we got apple and oranges going on, because you got KRS-One, right? But he's not going to battle Will Smith or somebody like that, because KRS-One, we know you're the educator. Well, you do the educating stuff with KRS-One and Poor Righteous Teachers and all that. Yeah. And they didn't battle Will Smith and LL and all, because LL for the party.
Well,
so you got Drake for the party, and here on Kendrick time, Free the Slaves. How y'all bad? How are you going against this man?
Because KRS-One didn't pretend to be something else. Will Smith didn't pretend to be something else.
So now what is he pretending to be? That's what I'm trying.
He's pretending to be a thug.
Oh, okay. And then that aspect, if he's pretending to be a thug or anything of that matter.
That's why he said he's not like us.
So he ain't no killer? That's what he said?
If you really go back into Kendrick's history, he's from that life.
Right.
His family is from that life. So he's saying you can't talk about things that you know nothing of.
Okay, that's
entertainment or whatever.
I think that makes sense.
So it's not even a beef. It's more of an
So stick to the parties, stick to the party stuff, and we with that. But don't step on talking about other stuff, because that's not your lane.
You're not like us.
He said that you're not like us. We came from the. Oh, he's saying we came from the muck. Is that what he said?
He just said you're not like us.
How do you feel, Frank? Do you feel that you want to say anything about that? I mean, I'm
gonna tell you the truth, D.
Tell you the truth. Come on.
I don't even keep up with all that. I don't got the energy, the time.
Right.
I hear about it. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know. It just ain't. That's just not what I do. I
think that's fair. I think it's fair. I think I'm gonna be honest. I like both of them. I just want to hear good music. I just want to hear good artists spitting out good music. I don't like the beef. Well, I understand the culture, so I get that. So I can accept it for that. But I just don't like when it feels like two brothers is going at it, when y'all know y'all can go on tour and demolish this whole music.
Hold on, D.
Go ahead.
LL and Kool Moe D, they did it forever. Battle rap.
Yeah.
This wasn't that. This was exposing the truth, saying this ain't that and that ain't this.
And you know what? That's a totally different. That's a battle, but it's a totally different battle. I think with Kool Moe D and then they used to rap about how well I rap better than you. How smart I am when I come down, what I do with these lyrics and these rhymes, like Rakim. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you how smart and I can rock these lyrics better than you. Now it's like, oh, you ain't killed nobody. We kill people. Like, oh, whoa, we kill people.
Exactly.
You ain't killed nobody. We kill people. I don't like that part. So that's where the hip hop. If I could be real, I don't think you can compare that. Back in the day, we talk about how smart we was.
He never said that.
No, I'm just saying, or he's saying where I come from. I come from a place where we was about that life, and the life is gang life, killing life, shooting life, drug life, all that stuff. I get it. I came from that too. I just didn't come out of it.
And also the culture.
Huh?
He spoke on the culture. He said, I don't like when you say the word nigga.
Oh, because he's too light skinned. So now we get into light skin, dark skin stuff. Come on. Is he? That's what I thought. I knew. I said, you know, I hear the light skin and dark skin in this. I see the battle. I see it in there. Anyway, Kendrick Lamar, you know what I mean? We still love him. We still love Drake. Drake gonna make a comeback. We already know. You know what I mean? But anyway, Jason, you just want to say something about that real quick, man? Are you cool?
I mean, hey, listen, the Nas put it, hip hop is dead. This stuff we got today, rap, you can correlate it to your food, right? You got a lot of substance in food, and then you got GMO and Popeyes and White Castles and cakes and all that.
I like the way you say.
So those are your rappers mostly today. You know, I would say outside of the Kendrick Lamars and the J. Cole's for sure.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
that's more or less my flavor right there. But
the healthy food. We're gonna get some good wholesome.
You know what I mean? Some wholesome, but
to
you know,
tell them for half can point.
some
I
wholesome,
get that. Makes sense,
it's having your guilty pleasure too.
Yes.
You kind of get you get the hood, but you get the upward motion with these brothers when you have substance.
Yes.
You know, they don't stay down. They like, I was there, now I'm up. Can you see me up? Hey, you can get up too.
Yes.
It ain't no just, hey, we just party and
bullshit
and party. You know, it's like
Jason.
sometimes you gotta go home. Sometimes you gotta go to work. Sometimes you gotta cut the grass. Sometimes you gotta rub your wife's feet. Like something going on.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
So it's about substance, I think, and just, you know, fluff. You know, the rap, like you said, the rap industry is pretty much dead. So yeah, they're gonna create beefs out here, man.
That's how I feel. You know what I mean? And I just think that they'll make more money. I know they got enough money, but going on tour together and just do a world tour and just shut everything down. Can you imagine Drake and Kendrick on tour? I mean, Kendrick by himself, they're not gonna do it. But I'm just look at here. I'm not saying, but we need to get there anyway, man.
Can you imagine all the artists opening up their own grocery stores in every single hood? Can you imagine all the artists right now
you talking about that food there? That's right.
Creating community gardens in every black city right now?
Right.
Don't talk to me about what they could be doing.
Right. Hip hop ain't did.
I call everybody out.
Hip hop ain't doing no.
I'm no respected persons like the king.
There you go.
No respected persons.
There you go. Good stuff. So we got Kendrick and Drake out the way. Next up on the hot, so we got one more at hot. So we want to talk about Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is one of the main guys for ESPN. They agree offer him a big contract. Did they offer him that contract, or he got the contract? Well, anyway, so he's under fire because Will Smith and Martin Lawrence came out with the movie Bad Boys, the new Bad Boys installment, which was an awesome movie. I agree. And according to the sales, a lot of you guys agree too, because this went through the roof. So after the movie came out, he comes on the show and he said, but when is Will going to really apologize for Chris? Like, God. It's always one. Like everybody, it's like you come in there, like, everybody coming to work say, man, did you go see Bad Boys? Oh man, Bad Boys. And then somebody over the corner say, yeah. Then somebody at the coffee say, yo man, that was the best one. And then you got the nigga in there say, oh man, but when he's gonna apologize to Chris? I'm like, God damn it. You know what I mean? So that's where we at with this. And that's what Stephen A. Smith did. So now he's coming under fire. I get it to a certain extent, but let the brother live. Okay, he messed up. We all messed up, right? Everybody make mistakes. It's just that when you're a big old star like that, your thing is publicized and it's real big. Your triumphs are really huge. Your failures are really huge, and that's part of that life. So, have I forgiven Will Smith? It's not my job to forgive him. I don't think. Right? I don't think he didn't smack me. You know what I mean? And if he did smack me, shit, we fighting. The Oscars
It's
over.
another day.
There's no man on this planet that's actually going to take Chris. He used to made something else. Because hey, Ken. If he smacked you on stage, I'm hitting with that cordless mic something.
Lawyer and up.
They just didn't handle it right, and then they let the brother stay. You know, what I mean? They let him stay to the rest of the show, collect his award. Like this they didn't know what to do, and you know why? It's because the white people was in control. They just don't know what to do when something just happened with us. Like, I don't know what to do. So they just let him go on with the show. The show must go on. So No, the show must not go on. Somebody gets smacked. You know what I mean? But anyway, Stephen A. Smith came out and said that he needs to apologize, rectify that. And I know y'all happy about the movie, but it's always one party pool. You know what I mean? And I don't think it was the time or the place for that. If you feel that way, I think he should did that off the camera and told somebody else, but don't come on TV. The boy's in his triumph. He's trying to make his way back. You know what I mean? Damn, we do love Will. He done, like you said, it's Stephen A. You said it yourself. He done more good than bad, bro. You know what I mean? It got to count for something. You know what I mean? Did y'all know they did that? Did y'all know Stephen A. came out and did that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, well, anyway, he came out and said that right after everybody talked about the movie.
On ESPN?
On ESPN. Like, it's like a record scratch. Skirt! Hold up. I know y'all excited about Bad Boys, but when is he going to apologize? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
It's not even about sports, though.
If Chris Rock would be like, nigga, shut up.
It's not even about sports. I don't
How about that?
like. He just, I don't know.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Hots, man. Bam. All right, we back, man. Listen, you're just tuning in to Convo and Coffee. Thank you guys for watching on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and push that subscribe button. Let everybody know you're watching. And if you're watching us on any social media, make sure you push the share button. Let everybody know you are watching your boy Top Shelf D Reed. Along with my man, Half Amazing. Half Can, you good, man?
Let's go.
Man, we can jump right back in this interview. I got my boy Frank Hawkins in the building, man, from AIDS, Delaware.
What up, D Reed?
My guy, and I got
My man.
That's right. We got the author, author in the book, and the author in the house, Jason, with his book, Bankston. That's my guy, Jason Bankston. Look at this, man. Have a hill of a time. I want to get into the book, man, real quick. So, what made you write this book, man?
So again, seeing all the conditions of what happened to our people as a clinician, a medic in the field, I wanted to basically. This is the documenting my story, my journey. I put a lot of high level information into something that the everyday person can read. And that's what the problem is. The problem is, your doctor's got 18 syllable words, and you like, well, what is that?
Wow.
What does bifurcation really means? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just means it's split two ways. It's like, so I put that information in there and put real life testimonies of patients and people I know with a 6-month wellness program in the book for free. So you could do it yourself. Like I put the program there.
Right.
It's probably I would say $100,000 program for free, 100%. I actually had a $2 billion company steal my program. That's
Wow.
how I knew it was good. I tried to incorporate it in an EMS company I was working for. I had a proposal, everything. I'm like, yo, we need to have this, you know what I'm saying, and put this amongst our employees, because
Right.
a lot of EMS people, they fat, they out of shape, they smoke, they drink. 85% of us got high divorce rate, So I put the thing together. They said, all right, we'll get back to you. 2 weeks later, they had implemented the same exact program.
Wow.
I said, you know what? I was furious at first. My mother-in-law was like, you need to sue. And I was like, nah, you know what? That means I got something good.
You got something good.
And then I turned around, and the Most High told me to put it in the book for free.
Wow.
I said,
Wow,
let's do
awesome,
that.
man. Awesome.
Put it in the book for free, because I feel like the real healers, they didn't just do it for money. Yeah, sure. We all want to make money, sure.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right.
It's not the money, it's the love of the money that's the root of all evil.
Come on,
right?
man. A lot of people say that, though, Chase. They always say, man, you know what they say? Love money is the root of all evil. No. The lack of money is the root of all evil.
Well, I feel you on that, though.
No, it's the lack. It's the
I
lack
feel
of
you
money.
that.
Trust me. You know what I mean? So I want to
I've been there too.
I want to ask you a straight question. And I want to see how you react and how you answer this. And I think a lot of us want to know this question. Is the food killing us?
Absolutely. Not all food.
Not awful. But the food that we're eating,
Yeah.
they're putting us out here. I mean, I know, of course, a lot of things are done in moderation. We get that, right? But it's because I saw something on the TikTok. They trying to ban TikTok. TikTok could tell you some stuff. You
Right.
hear me? So I seen, you know what? Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil was interviewing this guy, and I don't know if he was a scientist or he worked for the government. And he was saying, so tell us the truth. Are they working together to get stuff out there to kill us? And in so many words, dude said, well, yes. You know what I mean? It's a lot of, he was like straight up that people are being bribed, like the scientists or people that got these products and stuff. They are paying the people who say it can go or no. Because certain people whoever those people are, that say this food can go on the market, this it can't, and all that. Because there's a lot of stuff that we have here in America that are banned in other countries. I'm talking about like Little Debbie's. Like, I'm talking about Rice Krispie treats, stuff like that. It's banned in other countries, but we have it here. You know what I mean? So they're saying that people are paying people to say, you know what, go ahead and put that out there. Go ahead and let that slide.
Yeah, you can just tell, right? The food is weaponized. So let's break it down,
Wow.
right? So let's look at flour, right? A basic thing like flour, right? So we know in this country we are iodine deficiency, right? A lot of women have goiters.
We know now. I didn't know.
Iodine deficiency, right? Since 1963, the same document we talked about before.
Right.
So iodine is what they call a halogen, right? There's now other halogens can take the place of iodine in the thyroid. Now the thyroid key, very important with your hormonal balance in your body, right? Mm-hmm. Mind, body, spirit, the whole nine.
Right.
So what blocks iodine? Well, bromide blocks iodine.
Right.
But flour has bromide. They used to have iodine in the flour. They took the iodine out the flour and put bromine in the flour now.
Oh.
So all your flour, your baked goods have bromine, which blocks iodine.
Oh.
80% of the things you eat have bromine in them.
Wow.
The breads in your store have bromine. Then they also have synthetic yeast.
And what is it
doing?
Not
baker's yeast, synthetic yeast.
So what is it doing to you though?
So if it blocks your iodine, then you start to have a deficiency in a myriad of different things. Okay. That's any type of thing that can, if you notice, right, where they have patients and they just lay there, right?
Right.
They just lay there. Then your body will just die. It will start to become necrotic. So you have ulcers.
Okay.
So if it doesn't move, it'll die. So in your blood, your body, if it doesn't move, it's gonna actually die. If it doesn't get what it needs, it's gonna die, slowly die, whatever the case may be. That death is in the form of heart disease, cancer, right? Stroke, diabetes, lung disease.
Wow.
That's what the death looks like. That's why they call it chronic disease, because your body is so strong and resilient, right? People have AIDS, they live for 15 years, right? Maybe they own Truvada, maybe they own something, right? Maybe they changed their diet though, and they don't tell them about that. That's what happened to Arthur Ashe, actually. He was a very healthy man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how he lived, you know, but his diet was pretty much on point, you know? But
So-
nevertheless.
So let me ask you, so is there certain things that's in our diet that we just every day, we just frivolously, we're just gonna eat this, and then is it something like, y'all gotta get rid of that, especially black people. And I'm gonna think, sugar would probably be one. They say sugar is actually the real white devil. Somebody told me sugar is the real white devil. So I was like, well, you got a point there. So now recently I have really tried to take sugar out of my diet, but sugar is in everything from ketchup to everything. It's in everything. And I tell people all the time, sugar is like cocaine to me. I mean, it comes in the kilos, it come in the crystal form, it come in the flour. Like I just think we buy the store, it's in the key, it's in the pack. Frank, come on, man, you know. But I just think sugar is like, I just think they call it sugar, but to me, I just think it's another form of coke. I'll be honest, it's
flat out. Sugar,
flat out. It comes in kilos,
rice,
y'all. It's
bread,
like all the stuff I love. I love bread.
All those.
When you at a restaurant, they bring that bread
Soda.
out. You ever been to Longhorn? They got this bread.
It's good.
Right? And when you look at soda,
oh Lord,
when you look at,
I don't
look
drink
at soda. They make soda so appealing now that it's unreal.
Yeah.
Different types of soda.
And knowing that it's killing.
Cranberry this and lemon lime that, and like soda is just.
And you
know what the thing is, right? Like, so we're talking about this, and it's not about making the change overnight.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, first of all, being aware. Okay, I do it. I drink a lot of this. Let me eliminate that.
Yes.
Right? Because when they told me I couldn't eat seafood no more.
Oh Lord, Lord, please.
I had to no seafood.
No seafood.
None.
And you haven't ate seafood in
many, many years.
Wow.
And I was in Myrtle Beach over the weekend. We go to this all-you-can-eat seafood spot.
Wow.
I forget the name. I ain't promoting
George.
I don't
probably
know
Big
them.
George's.
But anyway, and the lady was like, "You're not gonna eat?" I was like, "No, I don't eat seafood." She said, "Well, how are you doing that?" I said, "Ma'am, I don't eat seafood." So
she couldn't believe it.
It doesn't matter how I'm doing it. I know what I can't have.
Right.
And my health
Discipline.
is important to me.
Discipline.
So you have to have that. Like, it wasn't overnight.
Wow.
But they said, well, if you want to keep having these gout attacks, then you keep eating the seafood.
Can we eat seafood?
Oh yeah, no. So And
I know, and I respect. I know that you gave it up.
But mine's is right.
Yeah,
mine's is done for my sanity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're an individual, and what goes for you may not go for everybody else, and vice versa. And I respect that you even had the discipline because
seafood has the mercury
Mm-hmm.
that affects the uric acid in your joints. So now you get an overproduction of the uric acid in your joints, which causes the inflammation too.
Now, was you a big seafood eater? Did they crabs and all that stuff?
Crabs, clams. Give me some horseradish.
Oh,
right?
oh, did that butter? Oh man, I got people all on my timeline. They love seafood. I be teasing them. They be in the gym working out. Say, you know, it's crab season coming. Ain't that right? I'm like, yeah. Anyway, so we can eat seafood. Like, okay, fish but that's poultry. I'm sorry. Somebody said that to me. They're like, why eat seafood? I eat fish. That's poultry, right?
I mean, listen, fish is from the sea, so whatever.
They call it
you
seafood? Okay.
want to let somebody name it something else.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said that's why we got
it's
you
fish
here.
out the water.
No, it's in the sea.
Yeah.
We'll
so
go.
at the end of the day,
Right.
you know, I stick with the dietary laws in the Bible, man. Fish and fins and scales. So if it's got fins and scales, that's what I do. I rock with that. You know,
That's a good point.
Any
there.
kind
That's
of
a good
bottom
point.
feeders like shrimp and the crab and all that. That's what give you them uric acid. You know, most of the delicacies, crabs and mussels and all that kind of
Lobster.
stuff. It's at the bottom of the ocean. What's at the bottom of the ocean?
Right.
Toxic, putrid. You can't put it in your body. It's gonna destroy your body, breaking down your body.
Can we go to a commercial?
But let's the one. Oh,
No, we got no
One
message
thing, though.
No, you good, Jake.
Oh.
No, we ain't got no commercial.
Okay, my
It's
bad.
live. This is live.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I would just say really quick, if you eat anything from the sea with no seasoning and flavor, your body and your taste buds will tell you what to eat, and it's just gonna be fish.
Really?
Fish is you ever been fishing?
Yeah.
Fish, take it out the fish, fillet it right there on
Come
the
on.
side with the little butter right there.
Yeah.
Bam, right?
Good.
Get your little Guinness right there, boom. But that fish with no seasoning, even with no salt and pepper, it still would taste good. You try that mussel there. Try that crab with no flavor. Try that shrimp with no cocktail sauce.
Wow.
Fresh out the ocean. You find out
Fresh out the ocean.
with the little poopy vein in the shrimp.
Oh man, listen, man.
Eat that poopy. Get that poopy down.
Okay. Are you a seafood eater? Okay, go ahead, because I know you barbecue all the time. Those crabs somewhere.
No, I just had a question
Go
for
ahead,
Jason.
go ahead.
What is the difference between corn syrup and sugar? Because corn syrup is in everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's a great question, first of all. And here is where I can advocate for what I have as the Freedom of Great Health Act. I'm petitioning Congress, the Freedom of Great Health Act right now, for us to be able to actually approve things that are put on the shelves that we put in our body. So such as corn syrup should be completely eliminated because it's created from corn, which is a genetically modified organism that they made. It's not the Malays that the Aztecs and them used to eat back in the day.
Right.
Corn is stupid, right? Your
Stupid.
body don't digest it.
Yeah,
right?
yes. Somebody told me that.
The body don't digest it.
I don't eat a lot of
It's
corn.
a part of cancer. And then I would
Your
say
colon?
about 6 or 7 sugars are made from corn. Not just corn syrup. It's maltodextrin. They got all kind of madness going on, right? Whereas sugar cane, you go down to Louisiana, they got rows of fields of sugar cane, right?
Mhm.
You pick that, suck on that, eat that. That's pure sugar. So real sugar is good for your body. Your brain loves glucose, sugar. Your liver stores the glucose, sugar.
Real
your
sugar.
body is energy to you. Go back to the mitochondria. Mitochondria loves glucose, loves that sugar. It's the power plant of every cell is your mitochondria.
Where's
so
the best
it
place
needs
to
that
get
sugar.
it from, though? The best products to get that type of sugar from?
So I would say no products, food.
Right.
Get it from food. Like you say, the fruits
Fruits.
and vegetables. You get that from that, the sugars from that. But the corn syrup, no, should be completely eliminated out your diet. Not just high fructose corn syrup, period. Because what is that? What is a syrup? Oh, you got to look at the Bible of definitions from the food companies and FDA. They don't redefine things out here.
Right.
What syrup is, what health is, what
Right.
pure is, what fresh is.
Right.
Oh, see, you
Oh,
don't
man.
want to talk. You don't
Listen,
wanna
man.
talk.
Listen. I know we're going to end up doing a part 2 to this because there's so much I want to ask you. I got a couple more questions I want to ask you. But listen, if you just tuned in to Convo Coffee, again, make sure you go ahead and push that subscribe button. We're going to tell you why. You know what I mean? Not only you're going to get notifications that when we're on, but it's another thing that's coming up at the end of the show. I'm going to tell y'all why you should push subscribe. But I'm here with Jason Bankston and my man, Frank Hawkins, right now. And I'm enjoying this show. Y'all enjoying yourself so
Yeah,
far?
man.
This is live. This is some real talk on health, man. Men's Health Month. So we got another segment coming up. This is one of my segments I call, one of my favorites because we get to pull people back or we tell you about a story that happened on social media that someone kind of went left. So Cam, without further ado, it's time for Out of Pocket. Oh my gosh. We rocking and rolling, man. So Cam, this week on Out of Pocket.
Oh man.
and it may be a celebrity, it may be some of y'all guys just seen on the show or whatever, or saw on social media. I mean, and we just gotta pull them in. But did you see the story about a man who actually? It's gonna be hard for me to say this, y'all. He's selling plots. There's nothing wrong with selling plots, right? Selling plots, land plots. But he's selling land plots in heaven, from heaven.
Yes, sir.
He has figured out how to come to the service and say, listen, we got some plots for sale. Where they at? East side, west side? No. They up and upside. And he's saying that he's selling land plots. So when you die, you got your house in, I don't even want to say it. You got your house somewhere, some land plot in heaven. And people are buying it. And they starting out what, Cam?
I did see that.
I thought you seen that.
$100.
$100 a plot. So who gets the money? He pays them, and then where he takes it, go buy it. I got to find out.
Absolutely, man. I did see
Yo,
that.
they went in the world. So this guy is actually selling plots, y'all, for heaven. Did y'all hear that?
I didn't hear.
I think I did.
There's some crazy stories out here. Look, we got a couple crazy stories, but this is one of the craziest ones where he comes to congregations. Hey, I got some plots for sale. It's in heaven. But when I get it, when you die, just give me the money. Give me the money. How much you want? So people are buying certain acres of plots. Whether it's a half acre.
It said, and I looked at this guy's social media, and he had over 100,000 followers.
100,000 followers. Look, we trying to get at least 10,000. You know what I mean? At least 10. What I gotta do?
Plots.
What I gotta sell?
You gotta
I gotta
start
sell
selling
garages.
plots.
I got storage units. That's what we're gonna do, yo. Frank, we're gonna sell storage units in heaven. That's what they don't need storage if you got a plot, right? Anyway, this guy, man, I don't know his Instagram. Can you got his Instagram? You gonna post that up?
And it just came across my timeline.
Oh my God, I saw it though. I sent a picture, so y'all see the picture right there. There's a picture. But anyway, yeah, this guy is selling plots in heaven. That's what he's telling the people.
I'm actually speechless.
But I know what I can say about it. Brother, you out of pocket.
Right.
God darn, man. So I didn't want to go too far and out of pocket today because we had two guests on here and I really wanted to get back to the wholesome story, but I did want to make sure that I acknowledge that someone's on social media selling plots in heaven. And people,
watch out.
And it's not the fact that he's selling them, but people are buying them. That's the other side of this thing. But anyway, back to the show, man. Y'all are here. Cuscconvocoffee, my man, Jason Bankston, my boy, Frank Hawkins, my guy. You still go by Nitty? I still call you Nitty?
Frank is just fine.
Okay, but so certain people, they are not supposed to put the Nitty side. He done got rid of that with the crab. So they got. But anyway, but at the same time, when people call him that, it's because you're really close with these people,
right.
And they and you don't shun them. He's like, that's my dog, that's my brother. So and you big brother to me, man. I love you. I love
you back,
man.
brother.
So anyway, man, I appreciate you. Jason, I want to ask you something because I got a personal issue with me. I've been working out. I own a gym. You know what I mean? So I at least got to work out in it. You know what I mean? And that's not always true. You know what I mean? It's like people that bake cakes and stuff or bakeries, they be the biggest people. You know what I mean? And another thing is a little side note before I tell you what my thing is. I don't like going to see a doctor and he's overweight. I got a problem with that. Like I went to go see a doctor one time, and I swear he couldn't fit in the chair. Like, God damn. and he's supposed to ask me what I'm here for the day. I'm like, what I got to do for you for the day? You know, I think I got a gym. Like I seen the doctor come on, man. I swear he just wobbled in the office. How you doing? Here for your checkup? No, Neil, put that donut down. But I just don't understand that part.
Oh man.
So
Derrick.
the case is, do you ever think about that, Frank? Like your doctor came under, like he's not. Your doctor not in shape. Your doctor's not in shape.
I mean, again, I'm grateful.
Why are you trying to eat right?
Like what God has done for me, weight loss, this, that, and the third.
Right.
And so I don't judge other people. I just try to figure out how you're an officer, for example, and you're overweight. How you gonna chase a suspect?
Oh, so that was your pet peeves.
Yeah, I'm like, how you? Okay, I guess they train. I don't know.
Yeah, you do know it's violence and crime going on around here, right? And you just might have to get out the car and chase one of these brothers down. That's fast.
So
naturally
that's
fast.
I don't know. People.
So I wanted to say that.
But I'm sorry.
Good.
But we live in a obese society.
Yes, a lot of people. So I felt that if I own a gym, I at least want to be in shape and I try to eat right. And thank God I fell in love with eating better, eating good. Like I'm also addicted to like celery juice. I juice my food now. So celery juice, I take the ginger shots and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because let me tell you something, I didn't want the dad bod. You know what I mean? A lot of women, they put on, oh, you know what? He got a dad bod. No. You just want him a dad bod because you might got a mom bod. You know, but I didn't want a dad bod. I don't like having the gut and all this stuff. Right. But what I noticed that I try to eat right and stuff, but it's certain stuff I can eat one cookie, man, I'm bloated. Why? Why am I still bloated? You know what I mean? Why? I don't know what, I've been doing studies on it, trying to figure out what am I doing. And I know you're not a physician, but is it something that I mean, I'm telling you, I can fast, I can eat right all week. I do the chicken breast and broccoli. Like I eat right, you know what I mean? Clean. And I know how to fast and all that stuff, but I can eat one chocolate chip cookie and goddamn, I'm back. Why am I? And I'm not bloated now, but you know, and I'm in shape.
Oh no, brother, you in shape. Listen,
I'm in shape, but
I was like, what's the hours of your gym? You know what I mean? What's the membership looking like? You know what I'm saying? I need to get on in there.
You be back next week.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I mean, again, it's all going back to the quality of the cookie that you're eating. First of all, are you eating grandma's baked cookies, or you eating Nestle? Toll House.
No, it's a place down there where it's a place like a farm. It's called Willie Farms, and they know these grandmoms down there, man. God bless you. Okay. They make these cookies, man, and I swear I'm going to pick up my celery and my ginger, but they got it right by the counter before you check out. They set me up, Frank. They set me up, and I don't do dairy. That's another thing. I don't do dairy, so but I will do that almond or oat milk or something like that. Yeah, I think they tricking us on that too.
I mean, it's a lot going on, right?
A lot going on.
For me, I eat cookies. I have my oxtail. I have a little curry chicken here and there. You know what I mean? So I'm not opposed to meat. I just say dial your meat back. So your guilty pleasures, maybe just dial them back. But also during your fasting, I don't know if you know about bentonite clay.
No.
So that will help you get the worms and parasites out of you. Everybody.
Let's
got
talk about
worms
the gut.
and
Come on, let's talk about the gut now.
So the gut health.
Talk about that.
He hit the nail on the head with the gut, and also not just the gut health. It's also the micro-diversity in your gut. So the microdiversity has depleted dramatically. Like I talked about before, when you go to the grocery store, it's a set amount of products that you buy. It's the romaine lettuce, it's the radicchio, it's the spinach, it's the cabbage, it's the potato, it's the red onion and the white onion. Right. Who gave you such a small, finite, plethora of groceries to buy? Where's the Jerusalem artichokes? Where's the chicory? You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be Mexican to like cilantro. I need cilantro. It's a great herb. Basil, these are great herbs. Oregano, great herbs. So you got to detox. I would say before you, because if things are bloating up, and I put this in the program, on that day of fasting, I let them know, you got to detox, get them worms out your body.
How? What do you do? What's it like? If you're going to try to detox, what do you take, or how do you start? What am I going to say this? I had got a colonoscopy like last year. I'm happy about that, fellas. Go get your colonoscopy. You have to get that done. And let me tell you, please go get that done. And then the reason I brought it up, because the detox that they do the night before is really the roughest part. You know what I mean? Is that they clean you out. And they got a lot of people say, well, you got to cleanse yourself out and it takes this many days. Well, that only cleans you out a couple hours. That you done by the time you get there in the morning. So is that good to do, to cleanse yourself out that much in that little bit of time? Because I'd rather do it that way.
So the unfortunate fact about it is that you have 20 to 30 years of putrid toxic eating in your body and your gut.
Wow.
And actually you should have 1 month of detox. Wow. Every year, an entire month of detox. So let's track it, right?
That's right.
You can have what they call leaky gut, but it could just be a little bit. So what's leaking in there? In the essential space in your body, right?
I heard
to
of
be
that
in
too.
shape. So what's leaking in there? Is it the yeast? Is it the little mold-like bacteria, or is it the parasites and worms? Wow. So where do they go? In your bloodstream. Where do your bloodstream go? In every organ. So you got worms in your brain, your heart, your liver, your lungs, right? So that detoxing is imperative. Without detoxing, you can fast all you want. Ain't nothing getting them out of there.
See, that's what I need to hear. See,
So
a lot of people don't know that.
clay,
Exactly.
It's a myriad of different things you can do, but also I'm not a blanket one guy fixed all. You see in the book. I go through your mental makeup because you're in shape, so you don't need a lot. You just probably need some detoxing, and then go how you already going.
I need to know how to detox. I mean, again, when I mentioned the colonoscopy, that was the best detox I had that night before. Yeah. And everything coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I also heard that there's a certain fruit that helped me. I don't know if it was a yellow dragon, the yellow dragon fruit or whatever.
Well, there's definitely several fruits you can do. There's different berries. Lots of berries have high antioxidants.
Right.
Exactly.
But I would say also curcumin. Curcumin.
What is that? I never heard of that.
That's like basically in turmeric. I know turmeric, your curries, your curries. Okay. So that curcumin, man, it basically just wipes off the rust off your veins, helps you.
Is it turmeric?
Yeah, it's in turmeric.
That's a powerful one right there.
Yeah,
that turmeric is powerful.
So it's like 100 million per deciliters or whatever per like 300 grams. So it's very high potent. But again, there's the supplement game. You got to watch out for that. It's all going to come back to growing your own food.
Wow.
It's the responsibility of the real people getting back to basics. Growing your own food.
And I think you're right. I just think that sometimes I feel like we are so far from that, man. In this country, it's just a lot of stuff you learn as you get older. And one of the things I learned is that you do have to really, really take care of yourself and have your own lane of saying. I mean, I think, everybody should be mandatory to have a garden in the back of your house.
You know what I'm saying?
Why do you have stuff like that? They'll put your finished basement, and that's one of the things. Well, they got add you can get your own garden. They don't say nothing. They never say stuff like that. No. But hey, do you want this option of having the windows this way? But I think we need to really start looking out for ourselves when we taking our body. You are what you eat, like they say.
Flat out.
So and I cleanse, and I was telling Fontaine, right? I cleanse quarterly.
So every
once
quarter.
A quarter,
yeah.
I cleanse because it's like an oil change.
Yep.
For the body.
I love that. And if you don't mind, what do you do to cleanse?
So I take fiber, right? I take
in the form of a
powder.
Powder. Okay.
Right? Because it gets in quicker, right? And I take pills that are good for the liver to help detoxify the liver and my colon, right? So like you said, it's all about, you doing what's necessary to take care of yourself. So,
yes.
Somebody like Frank, you really should do a cleanse every quarter, 4 times a year, right? Okay, let me do, people, here's what, when I ask people, do you cleanse? Oh, no, because I don't want to be going to the bathroom. Well, if you're not going to the bath, because ideally when we eat, right, you should be going to the bathroom some point after you eat.
Mm-hmm. Right, regular.
So when I hear people tell me, oh, I go to the bathroom, it's like every 2 days.
What?
Yeah.
For bowel movement, I'm like, that's not good.
People backed up.
Not me,
man. Right. So because if your diet, your colon, like he said, you can carry well over 5 to 10 pounds.
Yes.
In you of feces.
Wow.
Right? Because it's just there. It hasn't, and that's why when they give you for a colonoscopy, they give you that cleanse. By the time you ready to go, you're going to the bathroom and it's clear.
Yes. Could they ask you when you get there next morning, hey, is it yellow? Is it clear?
Right.
Could they have to send you back?
Is it white? It should be like water.
Yeah. So exactly.
We just.
So does that get everything out that? Because it feels like it. Everything pretty much is out by the time you go there, right? So that does work.
You have done a great job with that. At that point of clearing your colon,
because I know exactly
for
the recipe
them
for that.
To be able to take the scope and see if you have any polyps.
Okay, right.
That's what has occurred.
And you know what? And I want to make sure I put like a little pin there because you guys have to go get a colonoscopy. And a lot of times they used to tell you wait till you're 50, but now it's like 45, just so you know.
Yeah, they reducing the age.
And they keep 40. Reducing it. They keep reducing it. Let me tell you something how important it is. It is so important that a lot of people unfortunately have when they like 60, 55 or 60, whatever, and they have found out that they had the cancer. They had cancer and they probably like on stage 2 or 3 by the time they found out because they had polyps or something like that. But let me tell you, that's something that you got to attack early, man. You got to go get that colonoscopy like ASAP. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also a very avoidable, right?
Yeah.
Go get it done. They see it. They take them out. Boom.
Yeah, men and women. You know what I mean? And men, stop being brothers. Go to the doctors, man. For real. You know what I mean? Go to the doctors. Men's Health Month or whatever. Women, but men, y'all, we gotta go to the doctors, fellas. We gotta take care of ourselves. Go get that thing cleansed. And you know what? Shout out to all the brothers that did see my post because I posted when I was in a hospital. I posted with the whole gown on and stuff like that. I ain't turn around because that thing split. But I was like, no, Diddy. So I want to make sure. You know what I mean? Anyway, the brothers was hitting me up and say, yo, man, thanks for that. I went and got my colonoscopy. I did have a couple. They got them out of there. And I appreciate them guys looking at it. You'd be surprised what you supposing people watch. But go ahead.
No, absolutely. Just to piggyback on what you guys were saying, you and Jason said, your body will tell you. So speaking on your stool, you can tell a difference of the smell from the food that you eat.
Yeah, that's true.
No, seriously.
It's true. Yo, you're right. It's true.
100.
Now, I just thinking when I eat them chocolate chip cookies and milk, like, God, hey, woo. Sometimes no cookies so good, they be worth a stomach ache. I'm like, man, I got to go ahead and hit that. But anyway, on a serious note, man, please, man, go to the doctor and get that health stuff taken care of. There was something else even about that. Oh, a lot of people were saying that, well, Derrick, I'm overweight and I don't eat like once a day. But I noticed that I used to fast a little bit and try to do that once a day. I'm just going to eat one good meal or whatever. Yeah. But that's actually was putting weight on me. Yeah. Because my body was going into a starvation mode and was building up fat pockets. So a lot of you say, I don't even eat like that, but I'm big as hell. You need to eat more. That sounds crazy saying to someone that's big for them to receive that, but they do. Am I right about that? They need to eat more.
Yeah, well, so
of the right stuff.
It all depends on their actual chemical makeup. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then so we're talking about food. But like I talk about in the book, is about the second industrial revolution. You're not talking about just the air is toxic, the polymers, the metals, the electricity, the Wi-Fi. It's all built against your body. So what you have is a buildup of silent inflammation in your body. So everything on swole.
Ooh.
And so when you on swole, that's the mast cells releasing that histamine in your body because it's a natural immune response. But at the end of the day, it's also detrimental against you. So it's like anaphylactic shock, right? Allergic reaction, anaphylactic shock. We had this call many times in the field. You know what I'm saying? You hit them with the epi so they can open up their throat. Well, your body's natural reaction is to close your throat to say, I don't want to put the toxic thing that you're putting here anymore. Right. Also, you're not going to breathe though. So there is that. Wow. You know what I mean? So actually, toxic food should actually kill you.
Right.
That's actually legit. So, hey, take that off the show.
Yeah.
You know?
But they're not willing to do that.
They're not willing to do that. Because they're making trillions on you. Because you got to eat.
Goodness great. So your advice to someone like that, just get a diet or a nutritionist or something like that maybe? Or
Oh yeah, I'm all for that. I actually am looking to raise about $20 million to start our own insurance company where we can have the nutritionists, health coaches, and naturopathic doctors and people like myself actually get paid by the insurance.
Right.
A lot of my clients, the first thing they say, I love your program, I want to do it, I can't afford it. And I'm like, yo, if we could just have, because Medicaid, Medicare, and Blue Cross Blue Shield, they'll pay for the metformin, they'll pay for the metoprolol, they'll pay for you get your leg lopped off from diabetes, they'll pay for all of that. Right. But they won't pay for naturopathic medicine, they won't pay for anything holistic, they won't pay for a nutritionist, they won't pay for that. You gotta do that out your pocket. So the person that's already eating like that has a undiagnosed eating disorder, and their doctor is not addressing that.
You know what? There's a guy who owns UFC. Dana White. You heard Dana White. He owns UFC, wrestling, and stuff like that. And he's always talking about health. You heard Dana White. Yeah. So he said, listen, I only go to the doctor if I break an arm or something like that. But when it comes down to my internal and my health and all that, I'm going to a holistic doctor. Facts. Now, I went to a holistic doctor, and I'm going to be honest, I noticed a change in everything. Like, really changed it. And I'm like, Frank, I don't do a lot of pills, man. Because I read those papers. It may cause this, that, and the third. I just don't take it. I'm going to suffer this thing out. You know what I mean? And I don't have no problem with that. I mean, I remember something they tried to give me something. I forget what it was. Maybe some relaxing. Right. I read the side effects. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not doing that. But I'm not a pill dude. So
let me ask you this then. Sure. So instead of saying go to the doctor, should we substitute that with get healthy?
Yes. And they don't do that.
Because
eat
going
better.
to the doctor is basically getting medication.
Mm-hmm. And people want that. They get it, and that's how they get addicted to that. Well, get addicted to this salad. Get addicted to this. Yeah, I think
it's a question.
Yeah. So you saying
that's our society, though, right? Right. We have a society that's built on medication, pharmaceuticals, etc.
Yeah.
So it's all about reaction and not proactivity.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody's saying, doctors don't say, okay, we can do this and do that. No, I want to write this script, etc.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Yeah, because ain't no cheddar in making you better.
Okay.
That's what they say. Ain't no cheddar in making you better, Ham Cam. For real. Okay. They said the cheese is in the disease. Literally. That's what Anyway, listen, y'all just tuned in to Convo and Coffee. I'm having a heck of a conversation with my man Frank Hawkins, my boy Jason Bankston. Man, I appreciate you so much for coming on the show, man. We got a couple more minutes left. Frank, man, you already know my guy. We got one more segment, Hamcam, that we wanted to cover. Each and every week, you guys send me messages through my DM, email, and all types of stuff to my producers and say, hey, I want to ask a question. And I always try to read one of y'all questions on air and try to answer it on air the best to my ability. So with that being said, Hamcam, it's time for Just Ask D Reed. Let me see if this question comes from my boy CB. CB. That's a little challenging question. And I thought other questions were pretty easy, knocking out the park. Matter of fact, the last show question was really good, man. You got to see down the last show with the boy Chink, man. The question was dope. What is something, D Reed, that you learned about yourself doing your own podcast, being good or bad? Ooh, I don't know how to answer that. What did I learn about myself? I would like to say on the good side, I learned how passionate I am about getting truth out to people. That's one thing that I learned about myself that, I always been in the barbershops and it's like, I always talk about facts over feelings or intelligence over emotions. And I think it's so important that we get the facts and we get the truth because we live in a world right now where you get older, you start to realize, well, damn, everything's a lie. Like everything's you have no idea how many things that we believe. And I don't know how I feel about the word believe. You can't spell it without the word lie in the middle. BELIEVE, believe. We ain't gonna go there, but you know what I mean? I just wanna let you know. But when you spell knowledge, it's KNOW first, which means know. So you have knowledge, so you know stuff. Believing just means that you accept it as being true, but it's not true. It don't have to be true. You're just accepting it. But you belief and all that, you spell it with the word lie. I always had a problem with that. But I said it to say this. I learned that I am a lover of truth, and I think this is the truth year, and I want our people to wake up and then not only be woke, but not blind. And that's why I done the podcast. And that's one thing I learned about myself, and I'm passionate about getting us educated and stop doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome, which is insanity, and we know that too. And I just want us to grow because we're the most beautiful people that I ever met. I mean, and to each his own, you know what I mean? But Black people are so talented, so gifted, and so beautiful, and I want us to shine like we're supposed to shine. So yes, I learned that I'm passionate about getting the truth out to our people. So there you go. Thanks for that question, man. I appreciate that. Hey, Hamcam, we almost there, man. How you feel, man? You good?
Well, normally I would feel hungry.
Yep.
But I'm not.
Jason, I want to ask you a question. Do you fast? Or do you fast? Oh no, do you meditate? I'm sorry, do you meditate?
Oh yeah, meditation is key.
Frank, do you meditate?
Yes, I do.
How important is meditation to you?
It's very important. It's very important. Very, very. So I'm mindful about my meditation. Right, so I was just I don't get opportunity to get to the ocean, the beach. So when I was just in,
you sound like me.
I was just in Myrtle Beach last weekend
with
family, and every morning, right, 6:37, I'm going down to the beach. Now you already know, D, because we've discussed this before. So one of the things that I do in the morning is I write my gratitude list.
Yes.
Right in the morning. Yeah. So I write 4 things I'm grateful for. And 1 person that I'm grateful for. So in the morning at the beach, I'm down there just quiet. I put a video up on Facebook with just the ocean. I didn't even say anything. I just wanted everybody to just hear, so that what I hear is not what Jason might hear. But you sitting there mindfully, whether it be eyes closed or what, just be quiet. Like, people don't understand the value of quiet.
Yes.
When you quiet your mind, you're able to hear what the Creator has for you.
That's right.
Right.
Tell me that mic. Tell me the mic. Go ahead. But look.
No, it's an opportunity for you to hear.
There you go.
What the Creator has for you.
Come on, Frank.
Right. So you're sitting there mindful. You know, I didn't sit there with my legs crossed and anything. I just sat there quietly.
Wow.
Right. Listening. Right.
There you go. There you go. My guy. That's right. They don't understand the power of that. When you're grateful. That gratitude opened doors, man, to greatness.
You know, because one, you start thinking of where I came from, right?
Yes, sir.
And I start thinking about where I am.
Yes.
And I start thinking about what I'm doing. Yes. And I start thinking about all of the blessings that I've received, right? In a quiet, position, right? And so then you just go on about your day, right? But when you start really thinking about it and you really start diving into it, mindfulness is a real deep thing because all of your motives and your actions will be motivated by a mindful place. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. Thank you for
I don't know.
Wow.
It really gets emotional.
And it should.
Because it's like, you know, like,
you mean
listen.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, you mean that.
Yeah.
And you're a real one. I know you're a real one.
Man.
And I'm so glad because in the beginning of the show, I told you guys, I left my clippers in the shop and I brought the conversations out. These are the conversations that I would have with Frank and so many other people in the morning about life and about being grateful because you know gratitude opens the doors to greatness.
Come on
and
now.
I see greatness when I see you, brother. You a beautiful brother, man. I'm telling you,
Thank
man.
you.
And
Likewise.
you know, and this ain't no fake stuff. You already know, man. Yeah,
Right.
we tight like that, and I appreciate you, man, so much. Now I want to tell you that. Jason, you meditate. You say you meditate. So do you have a certain thing that you do, or as far as meditating, how important is it to you?
Oh wow, and that was big love right there. I love that.
Yes.
But the brotherhood, man. But yeah, meditation all day long. So I'm heavy into understanding about frequency, right? Everything is alive. Even the door, everything is elements. The rock, the door, the tree, everything is alive. Everything has a frequency, even the food.
Yes.
So my frequency is like nature. So I try to get somewhere in nature and quiet, like he says.
Good stuff.
But one thing I will say, a part of my meditation, it may sound funny, but like you said, everybody has their own way.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, my meditation, I like to where I'm right before sunrise. If you could just find yourself awakened right before sunrise, and you will hear all the birds and all of creation begin to just harmonize and praise the Most High and be in gratitude.
Wow.
All of the animal. I had a chance, the opportunity to live on a homestead for a little while, visit a homestead, and all the animals on unison, the birds, the cows, the sheep. I mean, it was just a symphony of gratitude.
Wow.
And I mean, I just put my face to the floor. And so ever since I experienced that, that's what I try to do now. And that's a part of my meditation as I'm like, I never forget one time sitting on a park bench looking at a little tiny bird. And the Most High was like, look at the little birds. Like a little 2-year-old baby can come crush that little bird with his hands. The 2-year-old baby don't even know that that's a bird. Can't even say it's a bird. But that little bird can pick up and fly to Florida with no flight plan, no crew.
No,
right?
no GPS, no none of that.
None of that. Can fly 65, 70 miles an hour and still breathe.
Right.
And I was like, whew, I'm done.
Wow.
Talk about gratitude, right?
That's right. That's gratitude.
And so it's like it just puts you in a space, like you said, talk about emotional. It's tears all day long, but that's cleansing too.
That's
So
right.
detoxing not just your gut. You got to detox your mind, your spirit. You got to detox everything.
You got to detox, man.
It's all one.
Jason Bankston, my man, Frank Hawkins. Thank you guys, man, for coming on the show, man.
you, D.
I appreciate
Thank you,
y'all
my
so
brother.
much. I knew it was gonna be special, and I said we got to do it, man. And I'm just so glad you guys were able to make it, man. At the same time, it was divine. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Divine timing. So listen, Jason, tell everybody where to get the book at, and tell everybody where you're from, where they can find you at on a social site if you got a social site, but also where you get the book at.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you. Please check me out. First, my website, www.goodgroundseed.com. I'm also on IG, LinkedIn. Come check me out, man. I'm also on Amazon.com. You can pick it up there too. Check it out. Have a hell of a time. Jason Bankston. Free consultation. Listen, I'm a down to earth person. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm a clinician, but you can find me there. I love to talk with you, just to have a conversation and see where you at. So come out and check me out. Goodgroundseed.com.
Yeah. You heard it, and we're gonna. There you go, up on the screen, so you already go. Frank, tell everybody where to get information for AIDS Delaware or any information they need from you. Give them the phone number, website, all that.
So for more information, or if you want to talk, I can be reached at AIDS Delaware 302-652-6776. That's 302-652-6776. Or you can email me at Hawkins, HAWKINS, at AIDS, AIDS, Delaware, all spelled out, .org.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yes. Listen, y'all, thank you guys for tuning in to Convo and Coffee. Listen, man, I said it a couple of times. Make sure you go to YouTube and press the subscribe button. And guess what? If you're the 1,000th subscriber, half again, tell them what they're going to get right now. Tell them. Yeah, man. That's right, man. You're going to get some money. That's right. Your boy, Top Shelf, is going to give you $1,000 cash. I might borrow a couple dollars from Frank and Jason. But anyway, we're going to give you $1,000 cash if you're the 1,000th subscriber. That goes for you on YouTube. That's going to go for you on social media or whatever. If you're the 1,000th subscriber, you're going to get $1,000 from your boy, Top Shelf D Reed. And we're going to celebrate you, and we're going to celebrate us reaching 1,000 subscribers. Am I right, Half Cam?
Yes, sir.
How you feel, man? I'm excited about this. It's an amazing show.
Hey, man, some heavy hitters.
Heavy
man.
hitters, man.
I really enjoy shows like this.
Listen, man.
Because you get educated, man.
Get educated, man.
These brothers are saving lives.
Yo, I mean,
they make an impact.
This is amazing, and that's what we need more. You know what I mean? The more conversations and stuff like that. I said on the show that somebody got to start the conversation. You may not agree with everything we say on the show, and we're not going to say everything right, but we're going to start the conversation. That's more important. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Convo and Coffee. Once again, make sure you go to changethemonth.com and sign our petition, and also get a T-shirt. We got T-shirts like this and so many other T-shirts on there, just so dope. So make sure you go to changethemonth.com and support our cause of moving Black History Month from February to June, and it's not a game to us. You know what I mean? We want to join the Caribbean Fest. We want to join Black Music Month. We want to join Juneteenth, and we want to be outside. Why? Because we like the barbecue, and we like family reunions. Am I right here, Cam?
Yes, sir.
Well, if that's all clear and everybody's clear, you know what they say. Most people say when things get right, I'm going to make a move. But the reality is things get right when you make a move. It's your boy Top Shelf D Reed, my boy half amazing. Tell my team. Got it. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Top Shelf D Reed. Just want to thank you guys for watching the show. Make sure you tune into YouTube. Press like, share, and subscribe. Let everybody know you're watching Convo and Coffee. God bless you. Half amazing.